goings on. It's just Tabitha. We're obviously adventurers looking for work. Do you know what sort of work is available in this town, and who might be interested in paying a little bit for us to find out about some of these odd goings ons?
Oh, I see. Well, what kind of work? Well, there's a lot of game to be had, but I don't know. That seems kind of beyond your skill set. Well, I'm. I don't know that Tabitha. Who knows? She might ask for you to go look for cats or something. Uh, or I know there's also a Dominion Arcane. It's a Wizards Guild around here. Sometimes they look for people. Hmm, you know,
Hmm.
actually, maybe. Yeah, they might be people to talk to. They might be able to look into what's going on.
Ah, wizards. They have a lot of strange ancient gold and treasure. I think they'd be willing to pay us something for looking around for some kitty cats. What say we go over and try to talk to these wizards, lads?
Sounds good to me. But lads, huh? Okay.
Well,
Well,
you're. It's just a term of endearment.
I'll take it.
Very well, let's go to the wizards.
Which way to the wizard's tower there, fellow? Young. Not young. I guess farmer halfling would be a way to tell you.
Well, see, that might be a problem. So the nearest uh, guild or wizards towers that I'm aware of that are part of the Dominion Arcane are either way back at Bard's Gate or in Ream.
And we would know those to be how far away?
Uh, Bard's Gate is a little closer than Ream. Bard's Gate is probably a few days' travel from here, off to the south by southeast.
Hmm. That sounds a bit out of our way.
Who knows? Maybe there's a wizard roaming around town or might pop in. We do get visitors here quite often.
Do you know that merchanty looking fellow?
I'm not sure about him. He looks like a newcomer.
Let's go poke his smart brains and see what he's got to say.
Until they come out his ears? What a euphemism.
I'll let you guys do the talking. I'm good at the poking and making the goo come out of the ears.
All right, yeah. So I'll say goodbye to Farmer Shirkin there and head over to the merchanty looking fellow.
All right, so you head over, and the little gnome there is got some wily white hair, and he kind of tries to comb it back. It keeps sticking up, and as you approach, he stands up, kind of tidies up his little vest he has. Uh, he's like, hello, Golby, Fulton.
Golly.
And it blade at your service.
Ah, so you guys new here too?
We are in Golby. What do you make of the lady talking about her cats?
I say it's the strangest thing I've ever heard of. I've never heard of such nonsense about cats. Seems this town is just obsessed with cats.
Indeed. Does it worry you at all?
They're just cats, right?
Yeah, indeed. They're just cats. Old ladies and cats.
But on the other hand, I think there's some very large cats out and about. Not just these little kitty cats.
Now you're talking. Sounds like a challenge.
Challenge schmallenge. What line of work are you in?
I'm a merchant. I just been passing through here with my wagon. Got a couple
Sort of
guards.
where? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. I have a couple guard friends with me. Why?
What sort of wares do you sell?
We sell some pipe weed.
Pipe weed. I think my halfling senses are tingling.
Oh, I could probably pass you a little bit.
Just a sample for the road, maybe.
All right. Yeah. And he pulls out a little pouch and hands it over to you. Yeah, you can finish that off.
Halflings on their
Thanks very
way
much.
always make you foggy. Not like a good pint of ale.
I do live in Vermont. It's legal here.
Oh, the Kingdom of Vermont.
I've never heard of Vermont before.
It means green mountains.
Ah, Green Mountains.
You there, Goldie. Have you heard about any wizard folk around this town?
I sure haven't seen any.
Hmm. We're looking for some work, and we're hoping the wizards would be able to pay us to look into the old lady's kitty cat problem.
Ah, gotcha. Well, yeah, I don't know. All this talk about cats, though, might have scared the wizards away. I don't know too many wizards that like cats.
Hmm. Indeed. So I'm beginning to wonder if we shouldn't go back and see if crazy Tabitha's can offer us something to help her out directly.
Hmm. What? You're gonna help that crazy lady?
Well, if she's got a problem, and if she's got coin to pay, I'm interested.
Ah, well, let me ask you, fellas. Any of you all can help heal one of my mule's legs?
Nope.
Not really my forte, I'm afraid.
Ah, shucks. That would have really come in handy.
Forte is a fancy French word I heard once upon a time.
Ah, French word. I've never heard. What is French? Is that another kingdom?
It's an elvish kingdom, way far away.
Hmm.
So, sorry, this is for Keith. Looking in my inventory, I see this Discord press to talk thing is tripping me up here. But looking in the inventory, Tila's got a potion of healing. I'd be willing to try that for the mule. See what happens.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I've got a couple too. Good find.
Okay. So Golby's all, well, yeah, a potion. Well, I've never given one of my mules a potion of healing, but yeah, that might work. Yeah, you see, there was something on the road the other day that spooked my mules. I'm not exactly sure what it was. Some creature scampered by, and the mules went wild with fear. I seem to think it was a large cat, though.
Whereabouts was that?
It was just down the road, probably a few miles out of town here. See, I'm not sure if it was a large cat because there was like dozens of feline little kitty cats that came racing by in pursuit. Much yowling, hissing, erupting from the woods. It caused one of my mules to sidestep off the path, and now it sorely strained its leg.
And what direction was this?
It was off to the west.
Well, it seems we can wander around in the woods looking for big and little kitty cats. Or we can talk to Crazy Tabitha again.
Well, I want to help the guy with his mule, maybe.
Oh, sure, sure.
Okay, well, yeah, we could try that potion. I'd gladly pay you 100 gold pieces. For help.
Now you're talking.
I don't know what a potion of healing goes for, Keith, but sure.
Yeah, you've picked up potions of healing before as you travel by, and they usually only run about 50 gold.
That seems like a deal. Then let's do it.
Aye.
All right. So he takes it out to one of the mules that's kind of limping, and pours the cork off and gets it to drink. And after no time at all, it looks like the mule is doing a lot better. And Golby's all, yeah, that seems to work. Here you go, 100 gold pieces. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Golby. And for the pipeweed land yap as well.
Ah, you're welcome.
Well, that's one way to make some dough, I suppose.
We could start a traveling veterinary clinic. Okay.
Well, I'm getting restless from all this standing around yapping. I say, let's make a decision. You want to talk to the crazy lady, or should we head off into the woods where this merchant saw the cat spook his mule?
Let's go check it out. Go ahead, Pat.
I would say we do both.
That's two things. Well, let's go talk to this lady then.
I talk to her first, and then we'll go and start where the spooking happened.
Sounds good. Follow you all.
After you,
All right.
Bernard.
As it should be, I'm sure.
As you all stand up to head out to go see Tabitha, see that human hunter with the furs. He stands up and approaches you. Says, "You guys adventurers?"
You know it.
Hi, my name's Wenzel. I'm a hunter.
Wenzel.
That's right, Wenzel. I'm a hunter around these parts. I wouldn't buy into all this talk about cats going on. I'm sure there's just something evil that's slipped into the forest from possibly another world. The other day I saw some dog-like creatures that chased me off the mountain while I was on my way to see my friend Thamor on the backside of the mountain. As I fled, I felt as if I was going to lose my mind. I'm not going back to that cabin in the woods ever again. That was creepy stuff.
So, Wenzel, you're a hunter. You must know these woods pretty well.
Aye.
And I bet your business of hunting is suffering because of these creatures, yes?
Yeah, it's I've been finding a lot of deer and elk out and about that they they're not right. They have brains just dripping from their ears.
Like the old lady says of her goats.
Aye.
I'll tell you what, Winslow. What would it be worth to you to get rid of the darkness in this forest?
I could probably pitch in uh, some pelts. I probably have a whole month's worth. I'd be willing to to trade.
A month's worth of pelts.
Yeah.
Any of you folks know what that would turn into gold?
Well, it sounds heavy to carry around.
Aye. Would you be able to perhaps, Winslow, to lead us to where you saw this evil?
Uh, well, I really don't want to go back up there, but if if you could take care of the whatever it is, I might go back.
I think that's what we're looking at right now because we can't find anyone to hire us. We'll take your pelts. And if you'll take us to at least get us as close as you will to this cabin, we'll look for adventure there. Does that sound like a good plan, folks?
It works for me.
Works for me too.
Okay, well, we can do that. Wow, Aqua Bob, it seems like you keep coming and dropping off.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this worked out so that I've got the Discord on a different computer than the Fantasy Grounds because of the press to talk thing. So,
Okay.
You know, I was having that problem earlier, and I actually just switched it to off of push to talk to like auto detect. So I'm just doing that, and it seems to be working fine. I also have a physical mute button on my headset, so I can totally mute it if I want to make sure I'm quiet.
well, sorry if this is messing everything up here, but
No, you're fine. I just noticed you popping in and out, and years past, I've had some people that used to pop in and out like that, and it would knock them off constantly. So I was curious if it was knocking you off or what.
not yet. But I do live in rural Vermont, so that's a real possibility.
Gotcha. Yep. You never know when the old internet is going to strike.
Yep. But yeah, Wilfred's getting itchy for some action, so I'd like to head out into the woods. Lead the way, Winslow.
All right. Well, let's head on out. We can head on up into the forest. Be passing by. You guys know about the cat lord, right?
The cat lord. That's not the old lady Tabitha. Oh no, that's the cat lady.
Yeah, that's a cat lady. Now they got a shrine up there on that mountain up in the forest too.
The
Shrine.
cat lord.
Yeah, shrine of the cat lord.
And what's the history of that?
Well, you know, hmm, I I really don't understand all this stuff about the cats, but there is a cat lord up there, and well, just there's supposedly there's a special breed of cats up here called the golden cats, It's a tale from the time of legend. And in those days, there was a cat lord that was supposedly wounded in a great battle against Eurlithos folk, and it was trapped in the world far away from this realm in the wild. Local huntresses came upon the wounded animal lord and nursed it back to health, guarding him from his enemies as he recovered. As a gift of thanks, the cat lord left a pair of golden cats for the huntress as faith companions.
My ears perk up at the sound of golden. It's no offense there, Wenzel, but that's a little more liquid than pelts. My guess is there's just some rock that a bunch of superstitious people throw offerings to, and hopefully there's some golden cats. Let's go free them from their isolation, and hopefully we can turn that into a lot of mead and some good times. Lead on, Wenzel.
All right. So he takes you into the dark forest, and definitely dark. The trees rise up and block out the light. As you venture through the forest for some time, probably a couple hours later, you you see a clearing up ahead. It looks like it features a circle of standing stones that are carved in the likeness of various cats, including figures that are a mix of cat and human. You see a bust of a cat person hybrid stands on the western slope of the clearing, and you see dozens of feral cats that are sitting in the clearing, all looking intently at a large cat with silver fur and brilliant blue eyes. It seems to address the mass with yowls and purrs.
And do they notice that we're there yet?
So, um, you kind of get the sense that they're aware that you're there, but they're not really bothered by you.
Checking my inventory for catnip. I don't see. But I will yell out, potato, Mr. Pants, here, kitty, kitty.
All right, and as you call out, the large silver-furred cat that is addressing all the other cats looks in your direction.
Is English only spoken?
Oh my, what is that?
Yeah, good question.
Who is Sambi?
Looks like Sambi joined us here. Yeah, unfortunately, Sambi, I think we are English speakers.
Are you looking for a game in particular, Zombie?
What?
Hey, Sambi, why are you here?
Argentina.
Are you joining our game?
Something.
Hablamos solamente inglés en este channel. Lo siento por todo. I told him we only speak English in this channel, and I was sorry.
My English is very poor.
Are you here because of the GaryCon game? Yeah, I don't know. That's going to get weird.
Yeah. So, are you playing Encephalon for the Gorgers?
I think this is
Okay.
a Discord wrong number.
I'm thinking so. Let me look at the event sheet and see. Yeah, I'm still just showing the three of you. So I think Zombie's looking for a different game. Huh. So yeah, as you call out Mr. Pants and Potato, that large silver-furred cat looks in your direction.
Well,
Uh,
which one is he, Mr. Pants or Potato?
So this cat is just eyeing us. I mean, he's not. We don't feel weird or compelled or anything like that.
Nope, it's just looking at you. And you see at this point all the feral cats that were looking at the large silver-furred cat. They turn looking in your direction and they all start meowing. Meow, meow,
Sweet, I'm the new Lord of the Cats, the new Cat Lord.
Hey,
Well-
Wenzel, does that silver-haired cat look like that cat lord to you? What is this?
meow. You know, that cat, I think that's Mr. Pants.
Mr. Pants.
Yeah, one of Gertrude's missing cats.
In a city near where I live, some years ago, they had cats.
Hey, yeah. I mean,
Oh boy.
So he's got a Gary. He's been given a Gary Con role. You can right click on him and mute him. I don't know if we want to do that. I mean, if he's trying to join.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Looks-
hate to do that.
Looks
But
like
at the
he's
same time.
playing Half-Life.
How big is a silver-backed cat?
So it stands probably about 2 feet tall at the shoulders.
Wow.
So it's a lot larger than the run-of-the-mill house cat.
Correct.
Mr. Pants. That's Mr.
Yeah, I believe that's Mr. Pants. And when you
Well-
say when you guys all this talk of Mr. Pants, you see that cat kind of tilt its head, looking at you, and you see it starts to yowl and purr, and the other cats they take their attention and direct it at Mr. Pants again, and it's eyeballing you guys as it continues to yowl and purr, and the other cats, the feral cats that are there, start meowing back at him.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. You there, Mr. Pants? It looks like your owner is looking for you. You've been missing for a few days. Why don't you get yourself back to town? Gertrude would love to see you again. And I look back at my companions. Am I really doing this?
Oh, you're doing it.
Oh,
I've seen you do worse in a tavern.
that's true. That's true.
Usually more ale is involved. So I think my halfling curiosity is taken over, and I'm gonna walk toward Mr. Pants.
Okay. So you start walking towards Mr. Pants. Some of the feral cats, they kind of give you a little bit of, they kind of clear a path for you to walk up. But it looks like they're eyeballing you pretty hard.
I'm gonna extend my hand, like you would if you're approaching an unknown animal, and just I'm showing my hand that I'm not mean no harm here, and say, here, kitty, kitty.
And it sits on its haunches and it looks at you and tilts its head to the right, and it just meow.
And why don't you toss him a treat there, Tila?
Sure, I'll give him like a little piece of jerky or something from my.
Okay. So you toss him a jerky, or are you gonna hand it to him?
Yes, I'll put it in my hand and see if he takes it from my hand.
All right. So you see Mr. Pants goes up, kind of sniffs, and then he grabs it out of your hand and chomps on it.
Well, looks like we're all done here. The kitty cat's been fed.
Well, I've started something now. Do they all want a?
Yeah, so they all look at you with those big brown eyes, and they all start meowing in unison, looking at you.
Great. Well, sure. I'll take some. I'll take all the jerky I got out, and I'll share.
All right, and as you do that, they all quickly crowd around you, grabbing jerky from you. Wenzel, he's just back there shaking his head. Freaking cats.
Well, looky here. We got ourselves a true cat lord.
Yep.
Somebody had to do it.
So, Wenzel, now, this is not the shrine of the cats, is it?
This is the shrine of the cat lord, yes.
Oh. And I look around the area, the standing stones, to see if I can identify anything that looks like a golden cat or a golden anything.
Yeah, you peer around and you don't see anything with the hue of gold. You're not able to discern anything about why there's anything about a golden cat.
Oh, Lord.
I knew someone should have played a wizard.
Well, we're in the woods. We've got some happy cats. You there, Mr. Potts. Do you know where Potato is?
And with that, Mr. Pants, he looks at you and he gives it like an urgent meow. Meow! And the other cats, they start meowing in unison. And with that, he looks at you, and then he turns and he starts heading further up the mountain along one path. And you see the rest of the cats following him. Wenzel's all, that path there leads up to my cabin back there.
Well,
Yeah.
in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's follow the kitty cats up the hill.
Sure, and that's where you saw the dog thing. So this is cats and dogs, huh?
Yeah, this is getting strange, but yeah.
Oh, you're telling me. No one will believe it.
Getting strange.
Yeah, let's follow the kitty cats up the hill. I can't believe we're doing this.
All right. So you follow the cats up this winding path that leads further up the higher into to the mountain, deeper into the woods. You follow them probably for about 30, 40 minutes, and then you see Mr. Pants stops, and the other cats stop. And Wenzel's all, I wonder why they stopped. My cabin is just over the bend here.
Hmm. Are they looking at anything?
So they're sitting there, and then they look back at you guys, and then they look ahead, and they just look straight ahead. After about 10 seconds or something, they look back at you, and then they change focus to in front again.
Oh, looks like they're a little scared to head up to the cabin. So, Wenzel, you live in this cabin by yourself?
I used to.
What? Yeah, until you didn't live there anymore, right?
Correct.
Well, let's go and have a look. And I loosen my sword in its sheath a little bit and stride purposefully forward.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to pull out my short sword and dagger and try to corral the cats, herd the cats, if you like. Kind of, don't be afraid, cats. Come with me.
So as you get towards the front there, you're trying to corral the cats, and it doesn't look like they want to go any further.
No. Tell the world our story, Mr. P.
Here's hoping that potatoes made of gold.
Mr. Pants and the quest for the golden potato. All right, let's do it.
All
Kind
right.
of rolls off the tongue, don't it?
Be a good title for my memoir.
All right. And then Wenzel, he's like, I think I'm gonna stay here with the cats and see if I can figure out what they're up to.
Good idea, Wenzel.
Yeah, that's fine, Wenzel. We'll let you know if there's anything ferocious down there, like a mouse or a bunny rabbit.
If you happen to run into Golby Fulton, tell him to bring his bodyguards up this way. He's a gnomish merchant.
Oh, that guy from the inn.
Yeah,
Why would he come up here?
I think he's a little sweet on me.
Oh, okay. Well, if
I am charming. Haven't you noticed?
yeah. I mean, if I head back to the inn, I could let him know. Is that what you want me to do? You want me to go down back to the inn and let him know?
Well, sure, why not? And here, take a couple of gold pieces and get yourself a drink. Thanks for all your help.
Oh, thanks. You're welcome.
But don't forget about the pelts.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. The pelts are down down at the inn. So.
We'll be back.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll see you soon. Hopefully. And he starts heading back down the path.
Oh, these people are daft. Here, bunny rabbit. Here, little mouse. Here, kitty, kitty. Let's head to the cabin.
All right. So you venture further along the path, and you see a clearing up ahead with what appears to be Wenzel's cabin. As you approach, you hear the yowling of several cats that appear to be coming from a woodshed next to the cabin. And you see some other creatures are crawling on the woodshed. The bodies of cats and strange creatures that look like mashed brains with clawed feet lie around the clearing, showing signs of a fierce battle.
Uh-oh, it just got real. Yeah, I definitely draw my longsword, my great sword. How many creatures are there?
So you see one large cat. Let's see here. One large cat looks like probably about the same size as Mr. Pants, with some silver fur. And you see two of those brain-looking creatures with clawed feet.
I shout, "Hey, potato! Is that you?"
And about that time, you see two of those brain-looking creatures trying to attack and claw at that cat as it tries to turn its head, looking at your general direction.
We gotta save Potato, guys. Come on, after me here.
I'm
Or
bored.
rather
I'm-
after you.
I'm bored enough to do it. Let's go.
All right. So it looks like we're going to roll into initiative. So you can roll initiative. If you look at the main page of your character sheet, in the middle, there's a box underneath where it says INIT. Just double click that, and it will roll your initiative.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. So normally there's maps and whatnot for some of these modules, but there is not a map to use for this particular encounter. So we're just going to do Theater of the Mind and use the Combat Tracker.
Cool.
Combat Tracker, if you look at the top right-hand side of your screen for Fantasy Grounds, you'll see a little button with crossed swords. That is the Combat Tracker. If you open that up, you can see where everyone lies in the initiative tracker. You can target creatures and whatnot. If you hold down control and click it, it should target it. And we'll go from there, and I'll walk you through the process of combat.
Oh, you can target creatures that are in the combat tracker.
Yes, sir.
I see.
And if there was a map, all you'd have to do is hit control click on the monsters to target that way as well. So when you make your attack rolls, it'll automatically tell you if you hit or miss and whatnot.
So I don't see the brain creatures on here. Is that intellect devourers? I was wondering if that's what they were. Yeah. Hey, Bernard or Patrick, maybe let's target the intellect devourer.
I think I might have some natural protection against them. I don't got too much up there to begin with.
All right, so as you guys rush in to the battle, looks like the intellect devourers were just a little bit quicker than you. The first one, it continues its attack upon who you deem is Mr. Potato. Let's see here. Okay. So it goes to claw Mr. Potato and misses him. And Mr. Potato yells out with piercing, almost like a cry, as it kind of shudders its head down. The other one, seeing you guys rushing forward, it is going to approach you guys. And it is going to go after Wilfred.
Bring it on.
So it rushes fort and goes to claw at you. And that misses. And you feel this huge headache come over you as something is like trying to get in your head, and you're able to fight it off.
Get out of my head.
All
How is it that Potato has more hit points than I do? Come on. And 2/3 of our party. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not saving him. He's saving me.
All right. So Mr. Potato, he is going to attack the Intellect Devourer. Let's see here. He gets 2 claws and 1 bite. So it looks like he got a bite and a claw hit. All right, that brings us to Tila. It is your turn. So you're about, probably about 20, 25 feet away from that nearest, or actually, no, that one Intellect Devourer came at you, so it's about 10 feet away from you. Are you there, Tila?
Sorry, I was forgetting to use my push to talk. Yeah, sorry. So the one that's coming towards us, can I run up to it and use both the regular short sword attack and the bonus dagger attack?
You sure can.
Okay, how do I do that in Fantasy Grounds?
Okay, so open up your character sheet, and on the right-hand side of the character sheet, there's a bunch of tabs. Go down to the Action tab and click on that. And there, you should have a D20 box with your modifiers next to each weapon. All you have to do is double-click the D20 next to the weapon, and if you have something targeted, it will roll it, and it will tell you if you hit or miss.
Okay, all right, here goes. So does the bomb mean, so one has like a grayed out, melee, and look at that, I just had to hover over it. Okay.
You got it.
Hey, there we
Holy
go.
cow, nice.
Sweet.
Okay, so when it senses a critical hit, it'll automatically roll the appropriate extra dice. So just double-click the box next to the weapons you used, and it will roll the damage.
Nice.
Cool. Actually, it doesn't look like it actually. Go ahead and I'm going to have you roll another d4. So down at the bottom left side of your screen, there's the dice. Just go ahead and drag and drop the d4. There you go. And I'll add that on there too. Thank you.
Cool.
Okay. And if you are done with your turn, there's a little down arrow on the combat tracker. Just go ahead and click that to end your turn, and it will advance it. Okay, Wilfred.
Great. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
All right. So I've been stumping around this town in these bleeding woods after a bunch of kitty cats. Yeah, I'm pretty pissed. You're going to taste my steel, you Intellect Devourers. And I go into a rage.
Okay.
And I leap towards the Intellect Devourer 2,
Okay.
I guess. The one that Tila was attacking.
All right. So let me. Have you used Fantasy Grounds before?
I have not, but I do see a few buttons. There's an advantage button, which I think I would do.
Yep. Okay. So you went into rage. So let's start with that. So open up your character sheet and go to the Actions tab.
Uh-huh.
And then there is a little magnifying glass off to the right-hand side of your mindless rage. Click on that.
Yeah.
And that
Okay.
opens up some effects and whatnot.
Yep.
Double click that box where it says rage, ADV, check, and whatnot. It'll apply an effect to your character. So
Oh,
now
right on.
it automatically automates all that for you on
All
that.
that stuff. Oh, good. Great. Cool. That's good.
Okay. So now we just need to target Intellect Devourer 2. So just hit Control
Uh,
and
and I am going to recklessly attack as well.
Okay.
So I did the same thing for that.
Okay. Good job.
So now I click on
Hey, I'm up here. Look out.
Yep.
so how do I select the intellect devourer?
So hold down Control and
Mhm.
click Intellect Devourer, and it should target. There you go.
Oh yeah, I see that. Cool.
Okay, so now you are ready to make your attack roll. So under
And I
the
double click
action,
that thing.
yep, you got it.
All right.
Good
Oh,
job. Oh man.
bad job.
So you swing and a miss, but I think you have extra attack. So I think you
I
get 2 attacks.
I do. So I'll take a swing again.
Okay.
Oh my God! Well, getting those out of the way.
Wow.
Yeah, I can only go downhill from here, right?
I'll meet you in the middle. Yeah, 2 terrible attacks.
All right. So if you're done with your turn, go ahead and hit the down arrow to
Oh
end
yeah.
your turn. Okay,
All right.
Bernard, it is your turn, sir.
I do not have weapons listed under my actions. It's great.
Whoa, what the heck happened?
Hmm.
That is strange. Oh, okay. Do you see the weapons listed now?
I do.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and do your hunting.
All right. I'm going to start off by throwing. You said how far was it to the first intellect devour?
So the first intellect devourer is probably about 10 feet away from you. It's currently engaged with Wilfred and Tila.
I thought that was the second one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that is intellect devourer too. The other one is engaged with Potato, and it's about 30 feet away from you.
I'm going to throw the javelin
Okay.
at the number one.
All right.
All right.
There
Holy
you go.
smokes. Nice.
I think that's the way you hit one.
Yep. Go ahead and roll the damage. That should be right next to the attack roll. All right, that worked. And as a fighter, you should also have extra attack, so you should get another attack.
That's a critical hit. Do I get something extra for that?
It rolled 2d6 for you. In the chat, you see one green and one black, so it just gave you an extra die roll.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and throw another javelin at number one.
Okay. All right, that javelin sails out.
Stop trying to copy me.
Well, that was just special. I want to go ahead and do the action surge and
Okay.
take the 2 attacks on the one that's closest. So I'll be switching from 1 to 2.
Okay. So go ahead and target number 2 and then make your attacks. There you go. All right. Wow. Another crit and a hit. Nice. Okay. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got the special crit thing. Very nice.
Nice. So you go in, chopping bits of brainy goo slides off of this thing. All right. Intellect Devourer number 1. It continues its attack upon Mr. Potato. It hits with one of its claws. And you see Mr. Potato shaking his head vigorously once again. Number 2, it's going to turn its attention upon Bernard.
Come get some.
So it claws out at you, missing. And then you feel a headache come over you, but you're able to shake it off as it's trying to get in your brain. And Mr. Potato, he is going to attack back. And he bites into the Intellect Devourer and claws both times. All right, Tesla, it is your turn.
Okay, so we're looking for so Intellect Devourer 2 went to Bernard there, and then is there a way that I can get 5th edition is a little new to me. Is there a way to get like in backstab sort of range now that this thing has gone has another target?
Yeah, basically as long as you have a friendly within 5 feet of you that's currently engaged with the same target, basically it's like they're kind of distracting, and that gives you combat advantage where you can get your sneak attack in.
Okay, great. And that'll just roll in Fantasy Grounds if I double click on it?
So how you'll do that is before you make your attack roll, go into your Actions tab, click the magnifying glass next to sneak attack, and apply that effect. And so that'll be on your character, and then whenever you make an attack, it'll automatically roll the additional damage dice from your sneak attack.
Okay, great. Perfect.
All right. Cool.
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
smokes. Nice.
There you-
Wow, it's
Wow.
looking pretty bad at this point.
Finish it off, Wilford.
All right, you set them up. I'll knock them down.
Just don't attack me.
Down arrow me on the combat tracker. All right. Yeah, so I'm on Devourer 2 still, so I'm just going to take another slash with my sword. Let's see. Oh, my God.
Wow.
And the second attack. Finally.
Oh,
A little
alright.
bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just warming up.
Yeah. All right. So you hit into that one, and it slumps down as you cut through the brain, and you hear it cutting through bone and cartilage as it just goes still.
Yeah, I pretty much totally killed it myself.
Whatever you got to tell yourself.
Yeah.
There's one left though, right?
Yep.
I'm going to move towards it and attack with the long.
All right. All right, you got one hit. All right, cut into it. Some more brain matter slides off of it. It's not looking so hot at this point. All right. And it is going to attack attack Potato again. It hits.
I may have lost audio on you guys.
No, I'm here. Can you not hear me?
Which would be a shame.
Hello?
Yeah, I don't think I can hear you. Very odd.
Uh-oh. That is very odd. Can anyone else hear me?
I can hear you, Pat.
Sure.
I can
I'm
hear
going
you.
to dump from the Discord and come back in, see if that'll fix it.
Okay.
Hello? 1, 2, 3.
1, 2,
I
3.
can hear you.
I hear you.
Still
hear
not
you.
coming back at me. Sorry, I'll work on this. Oh,
That's weird how he can't hear us, but we can hear him.
there. How about now?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
I can hear you, but I'm writing to him in the text. Maybe he'll
Oh,
see that.
here we go. Here we go. It
Okay.
It just kicked back in. Boy, that was really weird.
That is.
I can hear you all now.
Okay, cool.
Sorry. Carry on.
All right. So.
Did you get some new dice while you were away there?
Yeah, I know. Hey, I killed one.
Yep. Mr. Potato, he goes to attack the Intellect Devourer. Looks like he got one hit with the claw. And not enough to take it out. That brings us to Tila. Okay. So that does hit.
Damn.
And how would you like to end this one?
Well, I mean, cleanly. Don't want it to suffer at all, but as I recall, intellect devourers are kind of brainy, fleshy looking. I'll just sort of stab right into there, taking care not to hit Potato.
All right. So you finish off the last of the brain creatures. Mr. Potato then lays down on the ground and starts licking his wounds.
You there, Mr. Potato.
And it looks up at you.
You know that Gertrude's been looking for you?
And it kind of just yawns.
Well, the rest of your crew seems to be back a ways up the road. I suppose you can't tell us what's going on around here because you're a cat.
And it continues licking the rest of its wounds.
What do you know about any golden things? Any golden stuff you've seen around here? Do you point us in the right direction?
It continues to lick its wounds.
You know, I can't tell if these cats can understand us and we just can't understand it or what. I think I'm going crazy with these bleeding cats.
Going crazy.
Hey, Potato, do you know of any other cats that are around here?
You're talking to a cat, Wilfred.
I know I've gone nuts. My great grandfather slew red dragons in the North Hills, and I'm here in the woods talking to a cat. I know it's ridiculous.
Did I use a whole healing potion on
You did on a donkey.
a mule? Yeah, so I can't talk. But
Yeah.
I mean, Potato looks pretty wounded.
I think we've hit a low here, if that's what you're getting at.
I was getting at healing Potato. Is that
No offense.
how am I going to become Cat Lord if
That's true. You're Lord of the Cats. I think I'm going to hang on to my potions. Thank you very much.
Fair enough. Okay, so the cabin is how far?
So the cabin, it's about 10 feet away.
We're right there. Okay. I'm going to use my thiefliness and kind of try to check it out.
All right.
Do you have like a sneak or something like that?
So you can make a stealth check. So if you look on your
Okay.
character sheet on the right hand side, there's a tab for skills. Just find the skill you want to use, follow it all the way over to the right side, and there's a box next to the little shield icon that has pluses and minuses or zeros. Double click that box to make your skill check. There you go.
Sneaky.
Okay. So you start sneaking around, checking out the cabin. You peer in.
Yeah.
And you see the cabin is in shambles. There's some jars. Looks like there was a jar of or a bag of flour that was ripped open. There's flour everywhere. There's some trophy mounts on the wall in here. You see a few pots and pans. There's a makeshift bed that's been all the straw in it's been ripped off and is lying all about. And there's a little table there.
Any motion inside?
You peer in and it looks pretty quiet. You don't see any movement coming from within there.
Okay, can I see any like tracks in the flour that's on the floor?
Yeah. So you look and it looks like clawed prints. Kind of looking between everything. It looks like it probably came from the intellect devourers.
I share this with my comrades, but give them the all clear. But maybe one of the strong ones could go in before I.
Yeah, so maybe these creatures are trying to toss the place looking for something.
What could Wenzel have that they want?
Exactly. Unless they're looking for golden kitty cats as well. Well, no matter. Let's take a look. I'm willing to step up to the door and push it open.
All right. You step up, push it open. You peer in there, and yeah, the cabin is just in shambles. Flour everywhere. It's a really crude, small cabin. Looks like Wenzel just used it when he was up here on the mountain as a place to stay when he was trapping and whatnot.
Well, all clear. Maybe we should go tell Wenzel that we've cleaned up his little problem.
Did he mention? I mean, he mentioned plural. Did he say how many of these dog-like creatures he saw? Brainy dog creatures.
He was half scared out of his mind. We slew the beasts.
He said he was going to go over the mountain and visit his friend or something, and that's where he wound up running into him. These may just be self.
Oh yeah, was someone by the name of Seymour? That's right.
I say in for a penny, in for a pound. We might as well keep going. It's not like
Let's-
there's anything exciting going in that town.
No,
Yeah, let's do it.
it's dull. Let's
So can I use my investigation skill to sort of look around and see if I might be able to discern, where the clawing stopped, or did they? As they were tossing the place? Is it
So-
like crime scene investigation? I don't know what this skill is exactly.
So yeah, you can use investigation to determine clues. So you look about, trying to determine if they were possibly after something. Looking around, it looks like they were just acting like animals, possibly just trying to sharpen their claws on the bed and the bag.
Gotcha.
So like they weren't looking for something, they were just sort of going wild.
Correct.
Well, Wilfred's gonna kind of look around the area around the cabin using Wilfred's barbarian survival skills to see if I can, see any tracks or sense anything coming to or from the cabin, any signs of any passage.
Okay, go ahead and give me a survival check.
So I just let's see. How do I do the check for that? I'm on the page with the
Okay.
skill.
All right, so find survival, and then
Mhm.
follow it all the way to the right. Right before that little shield icon, there's that +4. Double click.
Oh
that
yeah, there
once.
you go. Yeah, I see it. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, now it looks like. Oh, are these the woods?
You see tracks of cats and whatnot all over the place. You can't make heads or tails as to what in the hell's going on.
Wilfred's really coming through for you guys.
And as you guys are going about looking in the cabin, and Wilfred is now looking around outside, you look up and you see both Hunter and Mr. Potato, or Mr. Potato and
Winslow?
no,
Mr. Pants.
Mr. Pants and Potato.
Oh, there.
yeah, you see both Mr. Pants and Potato. It looks like they're yowling and meowing at the herd of cats again.
Oh Lord.
Well, as Cat Lord, I'm going to be able to speak cat by the end of this adventure.
Yeah, why don't you go do your thing and talk to them kitty cats?
No, I say maybe Bernard was on the right track with which way was Seymour's cabin, or was where was Seymour, where Winslow met him, or was headed to meet him, where he ran into these things. Maybe that's the direction we should head. I feel like we've done our part to protect these two cats.
Aye, indeed.
Well, I am the smart one.
I am not. Well, which you talk to the cats. I can't do it anymore.
Why would we want to talk to the cats? They haven't been exactly forthcoming with information.
That's true. Well, which way should we go?
Well, did we know which way Seymour was before Winslow left us?
He said it was over on the other side of the mountain, so we're going up. We get up to the top, we should be able to.
I like that plan.
It sounds like as good a plan as any.
All right. And about that time, you see both Mr. Pants and Potato. They come up to Tila, and they start rubbing against your legs there. And after doing that for a few seconds, uh, they start walking towards a path that is off towards the west. It kind of looks like it goes west and maybe down the mountain a little bit. And you see the herd of cats following with them, and they stop when they get at the edge of the clearing and look back at you.
Well, that's a heck of a thing. Yeah, maybe we should follow these cats.
Sure. Yeah, we were looking for wizards to hire us, and now we're working for cats. Yeah. Let's go down the cat path.
Yeah, so I'll follow.
We're gonna get some dead sparrows and maybe some hairballs at the end. This is gonna be great.
All right. So the cats, they lead you down the path. And you see a little stream kind of trickling down the mountain. You kind of cross over that and go a little bit of the ways off to the west. And you see another path kind of branch off, leading further up the mountain from here. And the cats start leading you over that way as they hop over the stream, heading up north, up over the mountain. They kind of stop, peer back to make sure you're following.
Yeah. Okay. We're coming.
Yeah, why not?
Over the stream it is.
How deep is this? I mean, is this an easily fordable stream?
Yeah, it's this little stream. It's probably maybe a foot deep.
I gotcha.
It's not very deep.
And the cats are going across because I know they don't like to get wet.
They're hopping across. They're not even trying to wade through that.
Okay, I'll follow there.
Yep.
All right. So you travel up the mountain a little ways, probably another 15 minutes or whatnot. And you see another clearing up ahead. Looks like there's some tents set up, an old fire there. And it looks like there's some hunters that are around a campfire that's not currently going. And as you approach the cats, they stop at the edge of the clearing and just sit there. And they look at you.
How many how many hunters are there, and what do they look like?
So it looks like there's about 3 of them standing, or not standing, but sitting over next to the fire that's not actually burning. Looks like they have their backs towards you.
Send Potato. He's better in combat than Wilfred.
Oh, you had to go there, didn't you?
Are you still raging?
Yeah, I wasn't, but I think I am after you said that.
Fair enough. I'm trying to goad Wilfred into going over there.
Oh, so I'm your diplomat now, eh?
Oh, go over there raging. Why not?
Well, I am at the short end of my stick, so yeah. You there, hunter folk.
I was gonna say, or I can go try to charm him.
Too late. I'm headed over there.
Good.
Make way for the Mr. Potato and Captain Pants and all the cats. You there.
And as you approach, you see the hunters. They all stand in unison as one. Then they all turn in synchronous order. And then they greet you in a monotone voice. Greetings. What brings you to our camp?
Well, we're kind of wondering about the hills there. Hey, you happen to know a hunter named Wenzel?
Wenzel. Oh, yes. We knew a Wenzel once.
Yeah, you seen him lately, or?
No, he was running away last time we saw him.
Oh, you don't happen to know where his buddy Seymour is, do you?
Seymour? No. Thamor? Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm not so good with the names. Something like that. Well, whereabouts did you see him last?
Oh. Thamor, yeah. He's further over the mountain that way. And they all three of them in unison point off towards the northwest, a little further up the mountain.
Hey, so do you guys practice this talking at once thing? Because you're pretty good at it.
Practice? No.
Reminds reminds me of a bard act I once saw in a tavern. It was pretty strange. But you chaps are good.
And about that time, the cats at the edge of the clearing, they start hissing. And from the tents burst forth three of these brain creatures with claws rushing towards you. And with that, it's going to be time for combat again.
Glad we hung back.
Yeah. So,
All right.
go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah. Let's see.
Once again, they did not
Wasting
put a map
20.
in here.
Man, I'm really working out my crap rolls.
Get them out now.
Yeah, I'm getting them out now. It's the beginning of the weekend.
Yeah. All right. And actually, before we get into combat, did you guys want to take a real quick 5-10 minute bio break, real quick?
That'd be great. Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Let's go for 10 minutes.
Okay, sounds
Thank
great.
you.
See you in 10.
All right.
Okay.
All righty.
Welcome.
Oh, hey, I had a fantasy grounds question for you.
Yes, sir.
So, so obviously in the last combat, I had turned on my rage and done some stuff, and then after the combat, the rage turns off. How would I turn off that effect for my character?
So, there's a little. I should say, I think you have a button next to the shield icon on the combat tracker. Looks kind of like maybe someone holding like a football or a dagger. If you click that, it should show your effects that you have there.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see it. Right.
And then you should just be able to hit the red button and it'll delete those off of there.
Yeah, I see. Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah. It's like a two-step delete. There's a safety and then a fire.
Yeah.
Very careful. I get it. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, I like this system. Looks pretty comprehensive.
Sorry, it looks like you're waiting on me here. Sorry about that. I'm back though.
No worries.
No, I was just learning some fantasy grounds stuff.
I wish I had been here for that.
Gotcha. I was just showing Wilfred how to remove effects if you still have them on your character. If you look in the combat tracker, next to the little shield icon to the very right, there's a little icon of like a hand holding like a football or something. If you click that, it'll list whatever effects you have on you. And then if you had one on you, there'd be a little red circle. All you have to do is click that to delete the effect off of you.
Okay.
All right. So, go ahead.
Just gonna say I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
All right.
So, once again, it does not look like there is a map for this combat set up. I kind of want to show you guys how it looks like on a map. So, I mean, it's up to you. It might take me a minute or two. I can quickly grab one and put a map on here so that way you can see what it looks like with Fantasy Grounds on a map.
That'd be kind of fun to see if it's, but I can go either way.
Sure.
I can go either way.
Okay. So let me just grab a file real quick. It should go pretty quick. Let's see here. Users, Keith.
So, in what part of the world are you there, Patrick or Douglas?
I'm 25 years ago.
Oh, I
So-
only heard 25 years ago. Sorry about that.
I didn't catch that.
I said I've been in Waco, Texas for ever since I got out of service about 25 years ago.
All right.
Gotcha.
And I'm in Chicago.
How about that? Well, as I mentioned, I'm in the Northeast Kingdom here, Vermont. So, we feet away. There we
Yeah.
go. I wasn't headed to actual Gary Con because I couldn't make it work with work, but since it went virtual, I'm able to play some games. So
That's great. Yeah, I'm just a stone's throw away from it. So I went to it physically last year, the first time, and that was great. So looking forward to it again. But
yeah, I went in 2000. I don't remember. I went to GaryCon 10, so I guess that was 2 years ago. And it was as you say, great.
Yeah.
It would have been my first Con. I hadn't been. I've been going through some surgeries the last couple of years, and it was on the bucket list, and that was kind of my reward for making it through the 5 surgeries.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad to be playing with you. Do you go to North Texas? Because that's a good one that sounds a lot closer.
No, I don't really go to the cons so much. I went to one when I was about, I don't know, maybe 14, 15, 16, something like that. But I just had never been, and I always wanted, since Gary had died and they started doing it, I wanted to go to that one at least once.
Yeah.
I got you. So there's in June. I don't know if it'll happen this year or how it will happen this year, but each June in Dallas Fort Worth area, there is I think it's at the airport, but there's a thing. It's called North Texas RPG Con, and it is very much. It's a lot like Gary Con, very similar feel, a lot of the same players and that kind of thing. So worth checking out.
Yep, I highly recommend North Texas.
Cool. Yeah, I ended up going to GaryCon because I had a buddy. I've got a buddy that he hangs out with the Goodman Games people that do the DCC stuff, and he writes for them and helps them run some of their games and such. So he goes up there to work it, and he was passing through and said, "Hey, you should come along too." So I'm glad he did. So
That's not Doug. You're in Chicago, right? I mean,
yeah, right. I know. Yeah, he was coming from. He was coming up from. Where is he? He's in Austin. Yeah, he was coming up from Austin. So I'm close. So yeah, he flew up to Chicago, and then I drove him up to GaryCon. So that worked out well.
oh, neat. Look at that, Keith.
Hey, cool.
Cool. Yep. So you'll be able to move your characters on here during your turn. You'll just kind of move your token that's on the map, and it'll create a line. So that way I can accept it. I have lockdown. I like lockdown in case I like throwing pits at people.
Sure.
Okay, so since I'm doing this first, it looks like so.
Okay. Yep.
I just click on Tila there, and I don't know how far she can go.
So each square is 5 feet, and as you drag the cursor, there'll be a line, and it will show how far that is.
Okay, and 40 is that's showing now is just showing me how far I am from this one I've targeted.
Correct. Yep.
Okay, so maybe I'll throw something then. Let's see how that.
Okay.
Or short bow. Look at that. Perfect.
And you should get sneak attack on at least those 2 dudes that are next to. Oh, well, you're not going to attack those guys. They're the scouts.
Yeah, they're just hunters there. I think. I mean, if we take
Right.
out the intellect devourers, they might.
Yeah,
maybe, I don't know, go back to normal. I don't
You're right. Sorry, I was about to. I'm dumb. B, I was going to go into a rage. So, yeah.
know. You're gonna kill. Doesn't matter. Okay,
Just
Rage.
hopefully I'll get pointed in the right direction.
that's the wrong die. Sorry about. I meant to click on short bow, but I clicked on short sword. Is there a way to undo that? Or
Just go ahead and roll the short bow. All right. So you let loose an arrow that strikes. And
okay,
it squeals out in pain as it jumps up about a foot from the ground, unexpectedly being hit by that arrow.
okay, that's it then, right? And so I gotta click next on the combat tracker.
Correct.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome. All right, so that brings us to Bernard, and I'll accept that movement. You'll see the token move. you get right up
And
to that
I want
scout.
to. Can I throw the javelin at the thing since I'm assuming I'm still out of sword range?
So you're technically in melee combat since you're right next to scout number 2 there. So you can throw it, but you'd be at disadvantage if you use a ranged attack while in melee.
Um, I have a pike that would reach the intellect devourer.
Yeah, yeah. You got reach with that.
Well, let's do the pike attack then.
Okay, cool. Wow, I have not seen a pike used in action in so many years.
Again, you're trying to copy Wilfred. That's better.
Okay. So I'll drag that attack onto there, and it looks like it did hit.
Oh, my mistake. I should have targeted him. I was just.
It's okay. You're still getting used to it. All right. So yeah, you deal some significant damage to it, but not enough to really start dripping any brain goo yet.
All right.
Well, I'm just getting started.
All right. Let's see. Fred is gonna try to make his way around these guys. Can I do sort of multi-step thing?
Yeah, I think it's if you hold down the shift while you're dragging it, you can create new
Ah.
waypoints. I think it's shift. It's shift, alt, or control. One of those three.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you're meaning to do this, but you're leaving me wide open there.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for the mush brains. You'll be fine.
Okay. So by you skirting around, you're still going to leave their threat range, so the scouts would be able to get an attack of opportunity on you if you choose to do that.
That's right. That's okay. I'll take it.
Okay. Incoming opportunity attacks. One of them hits. Okay.
All right.
Looks like all three of them scored a hit on you. All right. You can resume your action, sir.
All right. I am going to go into rage and attack recklessly on. So I just choose the. Do I double click the thing on the map to target it?
Control and click on the
Control.
target.
All right. So
There you go.
there we go. All right. So I'm swinging down my great sword on this one.
Looks
And
like
that
that
is
is a
a
miss.
miss. And again,
That one hit.
that's a little bit better.
Nice.
All right. You skulking mush brains.
All right. Looks like it's going to return the favor as it attacks Wilfred.
So a quick fantasy ground question. So when I took some damage, did that I don't know, did that apply to my character? Because I'm still looking, or do I need to adjust that?
So it does apply to your character, and if you look in the chat window, under where
Uh-huh.
it attacks you. Like
Yeah.
after the first claw, it attacked. It rolled and got a total of 4.
Uh-huh.
And the damage was partially resisted, so
Yep.
it
Yeah.
automatically halved it for you.
Hmm. I guess I'm looking in the combat tracker, and I thought I started with 75, and I still have 75. So not that I'm complaining, but
So you're looking okay. So the 75 that you see, that's your maximum hit points.
oh, it's just a max hit point. Okay.
Yeah, the box that's 2 boxes over that says
This
31.
is
That's how
wounded.
many
Yeah.
wounds you currently have. So you're down
I
31
see.
wounds.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so the intellect devourer, it claws at you, and then you get this huge headache that comes over you, and you feel as if something's in your brain just hammering away. Okay, number 2. It looks like it's going to rush you as well, Wilfred.
That's what I'm here for.
Ooh, another big headache comes over you.
Oh,
And the other one is going to move right there and then go after Bernard. And Bernard, you get hit with the headache as well. Something hammering away in your mind. Scouts. So this one here, he's going to rush Tila. Oops. It missed. Number 2 is going to attack Bernard. Let's see. That hits. And the last scout, I think he's also going to go after Bernard. And it missed. All right, we're back up. Next round, starting with Tila again.
Is there a way to do like subdual damage, or just knock this guy out with the like the pommel of my dagger or something like that?
Yeah, so you would just do your rolls as normal, and just let me know, you're doing subdual damage, and I'll keep track.
Okay, so you take you track it on your end.
Correct.
So I'd like to do knockout damage here.
Okay.
Yes, I can't find my alignment on this character sheet.
So alignment, if it's on there, it's going to be on the notes tab of your character sheet.
Gotcha. Oh, neutral. Well, okay, fair enough. I still don't want to kill, just they're just huntsmen, right? I also want to see I also want to see what happens if we kill these intellect devourers. Will this guy come back to normal?
Yep, indeed.
All right. And so you're able to subdue him and knock him unconscious.
Yeah, good job.
All right, I'm coming, guys.
All right, Bernard.
Well, since I've got 3 pressing me pretty close, I'm going to throw down the pike and draw the long sword and I'm going to go after the um, number 3 intellect devourer.
Okay. Nice hit. All right. Bernard, go ahead and roll me an additional d8. It didn't put in the extra weapon die for your crit.
Yeah, it looks like it's not. Yeah.
Okay. An extra d4 or an extra 4 points. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
All right. So you strike out with 2 blows. It's dripping blood and pretty bloodied. All right, Wilfred, you're up.
All right. Let's see. That's intellectual. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to take a swing at the intellect devourer 3. So it looks like I'm all queued up here. So I'm taking a greatsword swing.
Crack.
That's more like it.
Nice.
And it's still standing, huh?
It is still standing.
Then I'll take a second swing.
Okay.
You're pretty hurt. I mean, should you?
Yeah, this is nothing. Just a flesh wound.
Okay.
All right. And that second attack cleaves right through the intellect devourer, chopping it in half.
But I am starting to feel a bit woozy.
As brain matter splatters up into Bernard's face and up all over you. All right, intellect devourer number 1. Let's see. It's going after Wilfred.
Yeah.
Ooh, and that migraine headache comes over you.
Oh my God.
Something just hammering away.
Yeah, I think I've had enough.
And the other
You
one,
think? Dang.
Yeah.
yep, the other one, he continues its attack upon Wilfred as well.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
And with that, Wilfred drops to the ground, unconscious.
I think I'll just lie down over here.
Well, I told you we needed a mage. Maybe your next character can be.
And with that, Bernard, you feel that headache is something hammering away inside your mind as well. All right. Scout number 2 and 3 makes their attacks. All right, we're back around to Tila.
So I've got short little halfling legs, so I couldn't run into melee and then attack because I'd have to do like a double run. Is that right?
Yeah, so with 25 feet, you could get up to the 2 scouts, but you wouldn't be able to make it to the 2 intellect devourers in one turn. So you could run up and throw something or do a ranged attack. But if you wanted to get right up there, you'd have to use your action and your move.
I don't think I want to get hit by one of these things, so I'll stay back here.
Yeah, it hurts.
You sure you don't want to play with them? They're like little kitty cats.
Didn't matter anyway.
Dang.
Sorry.
All right, that brings us to Bernard.
Are you going to move too, Tila? Or?
I already clicked past the moves. I didn't think of that. So I could have shot the bow and then moved.
Yeah, you can go ahead and move.
Okay. Well, let's at least get closer. So having some trouble with the map here. So let's see here. So if I did something like this, I could run up and get them next time. Is that what I'm showing there?
Yeah, that would put you in range next turn to go into melee if you wanted to.
Okay, perfect. We'll do that then.
Okay.
Meet you there, Bernard.
All right, so Bernard. So you're gonna leave the range of the two scouts?
Yeah, I'm going to let them try to hit me in the back. I need to get up and take out these.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh man.
Oof. That Bernard, you can't be feeling too good there.
Uh-oh.
But still up.
Make it worth it.
Okay.
Holy mackerel.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so you run over there or walk over there. What are you doing over there?
I'm going to attack with the long sword, intellect devourer #1.
Okay. Nice.
There you go.
There you go.
Every bit helps.
Oops. All right. So those last two damage rolls, you had yourself targeted somehow. But
Ouch.
it's okay. I can fix this. I believe you're at 51. And then we have...
That's what I remember.
Yeah, I think it's where
yeah, that's it.
on my bonus action, I would like to use my nifty little action, second wind.
All right. So all you should have to do is hit the little magnifying glass next to it, and underneath there, just double click the box, and it should apply the healing for you. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Emma.
I have...
That was,
I'm sorry?
I just said that was a fun round.
Gotcha. And I have death saving throws turned on, so they roll automatically.
Oh, good.
You scored a success with an 18, Wilfred. So there's one success.
I'm bleeding slightly slower.
Yeah, you're not gonna die yet.
Only some of my goo is coming out of my ears.
Yeah. All right, so Intellect Devour. He attacks Bernard. Missed. Uh-oh. And Bernard, you get hit with that hammering inside your head again. And, all right, the next Intellect Devour.
Uh-oh.
It's going to rush over at Tila.
Yeah, whose idea was it for me to get in range of this thing? Dead guy? Okay, got it.
Ooh. Ooh, not good.
My God.
Right. The scout number 2 rushes up at Bernard.
Of course he
TPK.
does.
Misses.
TPK.
The other one rushes as well. It's really looking like it might possibly happen. All right, Tila, it's up to you.
Okay, so I'm wondering now, these things you say look like dogs, or that's how they've been sort of described. Do I think they could climb a tree?
It it doesn't look like they could climb all the way up to the top branches of a tree. No.
Okay, I'm gonna use my my slippers of spider climbing, and I'm gonna try to run away and get up the tallest tree that's, you see those 3 trees sort of nearest me. If I can run away and get up in the tree, and then I'm gonna finish these things with a bow.
Ah, smart. Okay, so
So how do I do that?
all right, so question. Do you want to disengage so it doesn't provoke an opportunity attack from the Intellect Devourer and then move up into the tree? Or did you just want to run up, climb up into the tree, and try to get a shot off?
So I'm less worried about firing this time as I am about getting away. So if there's a way I can disengage and still get far enough up the tree that I don't think these things are going to be able to get to me, that's what I'll.
Okay, yeah. So you can use your action to disengage. That'll prevent an attack of opportunity. And with that, you can move over into one of the trees to climb it.
Okay, and will I be able to get up there this time, or this is going to follow me?
Yeah. I'll let you get up there this time.
Okay, great. All right, so how do I do it?
Just go ahead and move to whichever tree. Okay, that one over there.
Okay, that's the tree.
Okay. Or is it that one? Is that the tree you wanted? Tila?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I forget to hit the push to talk. Yeah, so that's the tree, and then maybe I'll be able to hit them. Bernard, drink a potion if you got it.
Okay. So, yep, you find yourself at the top there. All right, Bernard.
Is drinking a potion considered a bonus action, or is that an action?
I treat it as a bonus action, even though technically it's supposed to be an action. I'll let you use it bonus action, though.
Good, because things are looking rather grim. I'm going to go ahead and attack the intellect devourer again with the sword.
Okay.
I'm going to roll one attack and see if I can finish it off with one. And if he's still standing, I'll swing the other one on him.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead and roll your damage. Okay, looks like that. Okay, hold up. Somehow you targeted yourself again. Um,
It shows that I've targeted the
Intellect
intellect
devourer.
devourer.
Yeah.
yeah, it does. Oh, I see. You have yourself and the intellect devourer targeted.
Ah.
So I will clear your targets. Okay, target is cleared. Now let me give you some hit points back. Trying to remember where you were at.
I thought it was 52? 51?
I think it was. I think it was 54.
All right, we'll put you at 51.
Okay.
Okay, so with that, it was not enough to finish off that devourer with one hit.
Okay. So do I need to roll again, or does my critical on myself count?
Uh, oh, that's right, you did roll twice. So yeah, go ahead and roll damage again then. Oh wow,
That's nice.
so close yet so far. So you put the hurt on it, but it is still up.
All right. Well, I want to drink the potion of healing before I mess around and
Okay.
do anything else. So
All
let's.
right. So I'm going to show you how to manually use the what's called the modifier stack to roll this. So over in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, there's a box that says modifier. There's ADV, DIS, and then there's +2 and whatnot. That's what they call the modifier stack. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you hit the +2, and when you do, it should turn red. And then right-click on the D4, choose 2, and then drag and drop that into the chat window. And then I will manually heal you up by that.
So you cut it out on the witch die.
Okay, so right-click on the D4 and choose 2, and then drag and drop that into the chat window. Oh, nice. You get 8 hit points back. Okay.
I was hoping you were standing near me as sort of a sloppy drinker and you may have spilled a few drops into my open mouth, but guess not.
Be glad I didn't drop my sword on you.
Nice. All right, so if you don't have anything else, go ahead and end your turn, and we will resume combat. All right, Wilfred, another death savings throw and another success.
Sleeping like a baby.
Yeah. So, Intellect Devourer number 1 is going to try to kill off Bernard. Oops. Have it on the wrong person. All right, so he goes to claw and missed. Let's see here. And a failure on your savings throw. That hammering returns. Oops. Ooh. Bernard, you're feeling really bad at this point.
Oh.
The other devourer tries to follow you up the tree, trying to scrabble up, and it tries to jump up to get to you. clearly missing. Scout number 2 is going to try and attack Bernard. It missed. And scout number 3. And it missed. Wow. All right. Tila, it's up to you.
Guess I just live here now. Okay.
We
The
got,
first-
we
first
got
thing I'm
this.
The first thing I'm going to do is call, here, kitty, kitty. Mr. Pants Potato, we could really use your help because they seem to be better warriors than we are. Okay, so now ask your advice here, Patrick. Do you think I should try to kill the one that's right by you or that is wounded, or should I try to go for this one right by me?
Kill the one by me! I've got three on me!
Oh, and then my questions for Keith here. So can I shoot 2 arrows or just the one?
So, as an action, you can make 1 attack roll. If you have something like extra attack, you would get 2. And I'm not seeing that.
I think just if I'm using 2-handed melee weapons. Sorry, here we go.
Hey.
Hey!
Nice. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
That's all I got, though.
That's pretty good.
All right, Bernard.
Neither one of these guys have been hit at all, have they?
Nope, it looks like they're unscratched.
Or you could run away.
He might not make it.
They get attacks of opportunity as I did, so
Unless you use your action, right? Isn't that what I did?
Yeah, you could disengage, and that would get you safely away. But
Of course, then they might come after me. So take them out.
yeah, I'm going to try to take them out. Let me target this one.
All right. Ooh, that's a miss. And the second one hit, though. Dealt some heavy damage to him. Grunts out in pain.
So do I.
and
unfortunately, that is 1 death failure for poor old Wilfred as he starts bleeding out profusely. Not looking good. The intellect devourer tries to jump up, missing Tila, and then it tries to reach out and touch you.
I've got a thing called Uncanny Dodge. I don't know how that works, though.
So that works like... actually, let me make sure here.
Or evasion.
So that's if it makes a regular attack against you. You could use Uncanny Dodge to half the damage. And then evasion. Now that one might help here. It looks like that's for dexterity savings throws.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So it tries to reach out and touch you.
oh,
Ooh. and you're overwhelmed with this sheer agonizing pain in your mind. But it doesn't kill you yet. Scout number 2 is going to attack Bernard. And it missed. Scout number 3, he starts holding his head, kind of shaking, and he kind of just starts just meandering away. If you'd like to take an opportunity attack upon him, you can, Bernard.
I'm watching my guy in front of me. I'm not going to, if he's not a threat, I'm not going to attack him.
Okay.
Good.
All right. That brings us back around to Tila.
Sorry. So how did this thing hit me?
With its mind, psychic abilities.
Okay. I got you. So I don't have any real defense against that. So I can shoot it and then use an action to drink my healing potion. Is that what we do?
Yeah, you can use an action, and then I just let the potions use only a bonus action. So yeah, you can do both.
Okay. Here goes.
Okie dokie. Yes.
There you go.
There's some sixes.
Nice.
Yeah, there.
That's some nice damage.
Okay, and then if I were listening correctly, I hit the +2 there, and then roll a couple d4s for the healing potion.
Yeah, that'll work. Whenever you roll multiple dice, you could always right-click it and choose to roll multiples as well.
Okay, thanks for that.
You're welcome. All right, so it gives you 6 back. And just so you know, there are ways you can code in special effects with items when you get further advanced with Fantasy Grounds, to where you could just go in the Actions tab and do all that and automate it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right, Bernard, kill this thing.
I'm working on it. Let me go ahead and attack this guy. I'm going to
gonna
go
be
with.
dead.
Well, I've got problems of my own, man. I don't have no more potions of healing yet. Let me go ahead and do some dual damage. I'm going to do one attack on this guy and see if I can take him out.
Okay. Well, that's a hit.
There you go.
All right, that takes out that guy.
Hey, all right.
Does Winifred have a potion of healing back?
There are 2 in my bag, or there were 2 in my bag last time I was conscious.
How long would it take me to get into his bag and get the 2 potions of healing?
How long would it take you to attack this intellect devourer?
I would say it would take a full action to dig through his stuff and pull out the potion to use.
All right, then. I've got a javelin. I'm going to throw at the other intellect devourer.
Okay.
Beautiful.
There you go. Nice hit.
Yes. And that says crit next to it, does it?
Unfortunately not.
Oh,
It does say it, but yeah, it doesn't mean it.
Yeah.
I guess that means on a 19 or higher.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. And you've already used your action surge, right, Bernard? Or have you?
That's correct. I used it at the on the first con.
Okay. All righty. Anything else you'd like to do, sir?
I'd like to rummage through a backpack for some healing.
You could do that during the next 6 seconds.
I know.
All right. And Wilfred. Okay, you rolled another success, so you are stabilized. You're not going to die, but you're still unconscious, unfortunately.
Dirt nap continues.
Yeah. And the intellect devourer.
All right, this is make or break. Come on, intelligence.
Yeah, as it reaches out, and it looks like it's
Boo.
going to hurt. Ooh, and with that, Tila falls unconscious.
Oh my god.
Horrible. You should have fudged that one, Keith.
Anyhow, good news is you don't fall out of the tree.
I'd say that is good news.
You're just
All
limp.
right.
You're just limp up in the branches.
All right, so Tila, you have one death success save. All right, Bernard, your turn. This is getting
I
scary.
suppose.
Yeah, this is tight.
Oh,
Scary.
it's
This
been
is already
scary.
this is a done deal. We've lost.
I don't know.
I'm going to go into his pack and pull out 2 potions of healing, and I'm going to use one on me, and I'm going to pour one down Wilfred's throat.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
So that'll be the 2d4 plus 2.
And should I roll that too, or do you want to roll it for both of us, or how does that work?
Yeah, you can each roll it if you want. Okay, so there's Bernard. He got 7 back. And you can either roll for... Okay, Wilfred's got his, so he gets 6. So you're up at 6. Okay.
What'd I miss?
I don't think you missed
Kill
anything.
kill it.
Except that big intellect devourer over there who's trying to eat everyone. Just kidding.
Well, we gotta. Either one of us is going to survive this, so it's going to come down to the other one. So, whichever one of us doesn't get taken down, hopefully neither one of us will, and it'll be.
Gotcha. All right. So Bernard, did you want to move or anything else for your turn?
I would imagine I've got better armor than the barbarian, so I guess I might as well in for a penny, in for a pound. I'll get between it and my companion.
Okay. All right. So you move over there in front. Wilfred, it is your turn.
I am going to let's see here. Oh, hopefully that was targeting. Yep. And I'm going to pull out my hand axes. I'm not raging. And I'm going to throw them both at him. So
Okay.
There's one missed. The other
Hit.
hit. God.
All right.
Yeah, I'm still feeling a bit woozy. Gonna just sort of throw it from over here, and then I am going to move back a bit.
All right.
And that is my turn.
All right. With that, the intellect devourer is going to turn his attention upon Bernard as it claws out, missing, and tries to reach out and touch your mind. Ooh, you're able to shrug it off this time. Okay, Tila, that's your first death failure. And that brings us to Bernard.
I'm going to slice and dice with my longsword.
Okay. Ooh, 2 hits.
Those are great.
But
2 hits, but still not enough to take it out yet. Wow, that's right down to the wire. All right, Wilfred.
Right down to the wire, indeed. I'm going to chuck javelins at it.
Okay. One of them sinks into its brain matter, but it is still up. It is a bloody mess with all these attack wounds.
Go down, you foul beast.
All right, anything else for you, Wilfred?
Oh, I'm sorry. Nope.
All
Forgot to
right.
continue.
So it attacks Bernard with a claw and hits, dealing 4 damage. Bernard's still up. And
Hang in there, Bernard.
Here it comes, reaching out to make contact with your mind. Ooh, that's a failure. And with that, Bernard screams as he clutches his head and drops to the ground.
Good
unconscious.
God.
Tila. Ooh, that is Tila's second death savings throw failure.
how come I don't get to roll my saving throws? I know you want to keep them secret, but I mean, even the intelligence one there that I failed, that was my demise.
Indeed.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm just secretly out to get you.
No, I don't mean that. I just
All right. So Bernard, on your death savings throw, you actually rolled a 20. So you are at 1 hit point, and you still have the rest of your action.
I'm going to slice and dice this.
Back at him, Bernard. You got this. Oh, man.
All right.
Or maybe not.
So there's 2 misses. Now, before we do move on, so if you see those yellow stars next to your portrait, that means you have an inspiration point available. Would you like to try and burn it on one of those to see if you get a better roll?
Oh, hell yes.
if I've been doing my math correctly, the 13 is a
All right, so that scored a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, still standing.
Not enough, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm running out of ammo, so Wilfred Brimstone is going to charge on in.
All right. Do or
And
die.
Take some swings with the great sword. That's a hit. I'll take that.
And that takes it out.
And I glory in the gore splattered all over my gore. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. Good job, lads. Yeah, I want to try to climb up the tree and carry Tila down to the ground and use. I've got a healer's kit.
Okay. So go ahead and make a medicine skill check to stabilize her.
So I was trying to pay attention. So what about the yellow star? Because I have a yellow star. Can that help in this?
So the yellow star is an inspiration point, which grants you a advantage on any d20 roll. Oh wow.
Okay. So I could have used that if I had rolled the intelligence save. I don't know how far off I was, but I'm just wondering about these intelligence saves because we're seeing the numbers. So these aren't secret rolls. So that's the death save I get. That you're rolling those and we don't.
So so technically, you could have used that on a savings throw on those. The death savings throws by default, Fantasy Grounds has it to where it's auto. I went ahead and took it off.
No problem.
So for the rest of our session, we'll have you guys roll.
We're not going to roll death saves again. We're going to be fine.
For the next 10 minutes, right?
Gotcha.
Okay, so how do I if I need to use this this thing and I don't know if I get to roll again?
So if you need it to use it to roll an attack or a skill check, you would just go ahead and on the main part of your character sheet, you just uncheck the little dot next to the portrait on the right side to say you're using your inspiration. And then at the bottom left side where the modifier stack is, you just hit the ADV button, and that puts the advantage system in effect. And then when you roll a d20 roll, it'll roll 2 and take the highest one.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to say you were able to stabilize Tila. Well, that was a close battle.
That was pretty close.
Well, I still remain standing, so, I'm impressed.
Well, sorry about that. I was hoping that I thought there may have been a one-to-one connection between the intellect of ours and these guys who were mind controlled, and that if we killed one of those guys may have come back, maybe had been an ally or something. But I also underestimated what a pounding I was going to take. So it goes.
No worries. It's a learning curve thing because I didn't know anything about how it worked.
Well, and the first two were so easy, but we did have Potato with us, so.
That's right. Yeah, we need small cats or large cats, but yeah.
So I'm still unconscious and not a part of this.
So unfortunately you still are unconscious. Is there any more potions of healing in your party?
I'm empty.
I'm empty.
I'm out. Yeah, I gave one to the mule and I drank one myself, so that's it.
I'm gonna rummage through this camp, looking through the tents and anything for any supplies or whatnot.
Maybe Golby's gonna come save us.
You never know.
Golby might.
Or we might just get out and do a long rest and get some hit points back that way.
Yep. All right. So you do rummage through the campsite here. You find some rations. You find some coins, which I'll put in the party sheet, which I'll show you that in just a second. Also, Those of you rummaging through, give me an investigation check, please.
All right.
Here come the 20s.
All right. So as you guys are rummaging through, Bernard, you find underneath one bed, you do find a couple vials, which appear to be potions of healing.
Huzzah!
Okay.
All right, I'll take one and give one to Tila.
Thanks
Okay.
a heap.
Fair enough.
All right. So did you want to roll the? Okay. Thank you.
1 and a 2.
You were pretty quick on that.
All right. So Tila is now conscious.
I'm ready to go home.
But what about the kitty cats?
I want a new cadre of adventurers to work with. And
Hey, we saved you.
yeah, and I do appreciate that. So we're in a camp here. We've got that. I don't know if he's still unconscious, but that unconscious woodsman, hunter person.
Yep, he still is unconscious.
Yeah, I think we should talk to him whenever he comes around.
Yeah, and should we make camp here? I could use a rest.
I'm in no shape to go exploring.
Yeah, I hate to admit it, but I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but I'm pretty hurt.
All right. So you guys going to take a long rest here and camp?
Sure, if we can. Yeah, what time of day is it? Just curious.
So you look up, and it's in the evening. Night has fallen, and you see the full moon starting to come up overhead.
Were we able to tell? Does it look closer or weirder, like the
So looking at the moon, it does look like it's really close. It looks huge from your vantage point here.
Weird. But yeah, I don't think we have any other choice. We've got to take a rest. At the very least, a short rest, if we want to press on in the night.
I think while they're talking, I'm going to do my best to fall asleep.
Okay.
The way a halfling would.
All right. So you guys go about your long rest. And now you see all the cats invading the camp. You see Mr. Pants and Potato. They curl up next to you, Tila. And it looks like they're keeping an eye out. And
Protect the cat lord.
And the other 40 cats surround Wilfred and Bernard.
I'll say this is weird, but I'll take it. And also, you know, I guess we should probably have before we went to sleep, I would have maybe tied a rope around the legs of this guy and hung on to the other end just to make sure he doesn't sneak off in the middle of the night.
Okay.
If he wakes up.
Fair enough. Okay. So, the hours tick by. You guys get a decent rest. You wake up, and it is still dark outside. But it feels like you've rested for a long time. Should be morning out there. But it's still dark.
Oh. Wow. Well, this is weird, but I'm feeling much better. And now I feel invested in this thing. I want to squish some more of these intellect devourers' heads. Let's get up and go find him.
I have 18 arrows left. I'm with you till they run out.
Nice.
Nice. Onward then.
That's all I ask, Tila.
Can I retrieve any arrows from the carcasses of these things?
All right, so yeah, you look around, and you're able to easily find the rest of your arrows.
Okay.
Well, there's hunters here. They should have some arrows and stuff laying around. Shit.
Sure.
Yes. So has this guy that was unconscious, has he woken up yet?
He has woken up. He's staring, and he keeps looking around at all the cats, wide-eyed.
Good luck explaining this to him.
After you, Lord of the Cats.
So one of his buddies is dead, right? And we didn't hide that body or anything. Spoke up and
True.
saw.
Yeah.
The other guy ran away. So I'm gonna ask him, are you Seymour?
No, I'm not Seymour. My name's Thompson.
Well, Thompson, we were looking for Seymour. And we happened upon you and a couple other folks. You were talking in unison, and we think there were these beasts controlling you.
Oh, I do remember these dog-looking things that, like, were made out of brains.
Those are the beasts.
They attacked us, and then everything else went black.
Yeah, well, because of our wily battle skills, we were able to quell them no problem at all. And so we're looking for more of these, but we're worried. We're worried for your safety. So perhaps for your safety, you should.
I should what?
I'm trying to bluff this guy. Or deception?
Yeah, you can do deception if you want.
Yes.
He just kind of looks at you and kind of tilts his head off to the left, like, really?
Okay, or for our safety, perhaps you should journey with us and fight these.
Look, do you know anything about where these things came from, or any strange? Could you point us in the direction of where you think this trouble's coming from?
Yeah, actually, I'm starting to recollect that we were out hunting towards the top of the mountain, and we had come across this gate thing, and that's when those dogs rushed us. So they must be coming, yeah, from up at the top of the mountain.
Well, that's easy enough to find. Just go up, I guess. Is there a good path or a good way to get up there from here?
He points at the path there towards the north. Says that one there will take you straight up to the top.
Looks like that's the way we've got to go.
That was my idea yesterday.
Is there anything else we should, just talking to my companions, anything else we could ask this guy to do for us? Maybe head back towards town and try to get some help?
I was gonna say we're clearly outmatched if three of these things took us down. So yeah, I mean, I'm guessing it's gonna be worse at a place he called the Gate. So yeah, any kind of help would be. Maybe he's got huntsman buddies or something like that.
Well, I used to have a couple of friends, but Yenor, he's dead there. I don't know what happened to Gage. Looks around.
Yeah, no idea what happened to your buddy there. Not really weird, kind of, but your other guy, he ran off.
Ah. Oh, well, maybe he'll join us. Thanor should be around.
Sanor, that's the name.
Yeah.
Whereabouts
it wasn't Seymour. I'm sorry.
Saynor,
Yeah,
I think.
Thanor. He's last I saw, he was up there at the gate. He was kind of stalking around the gate himself, trying to keep an eye on things.
Well, there's nothing to it, lads. We just got to head up to this gate.
Thompson, will you come with us? I think your friend Saynor may be in danger.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Good man. Good man.
He goes, well, as thanks for rescuing me. He goes, I have a stash out here in the woods. I'm gonna give it to you. Hold on, I'll be right back. So he heads down to the south and into the woods for looks like probably about 20-30 feet, and starts digging at the root of one of the trees, and he pulls out a small little chest, and he brings it over to you, and he hands it. And inside there's 6 vials of healing, and there's several hundred gold pieces in there.
Hey. Oh, this will be a big help.
This guy's life savings. Yeah, I'll take the healing potions for sure. I feel a little weird taking this poor guy's gold, but
I don't. I've bled all over this camp. I bled by him. I'm take his life savings for saving his life. Sounds fair.
And I whisper to Bernard, yeah, but didn't you kill his friend?
I subdued him.
Yeah, you really subdued him quite well. Well,
let's head to the gate then.
That's a huge help. Let's head up to this gate.
All right.
Are we going to try to take the 2 healing potions apiece to try to get some health back before we do this, or are we saving them for when we are actually down?
Well,
I don't know how wounded we are now. I don't know where to.
Well, I think with our long rest, we get it all back. So I think we're back up to full.
Oh, is that so full? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, alrighty then. Let's do it.
And we've also got all of our. You've got Bernard, your action surge and that sort of stuff back again.
Yeah.
Yep. So cool.
All right. So with that, you guys head up towards the top of the mountain, and you notice you're under a full moon. It's completely full. As you peer, I have an image actually I could show you.
Oh, the moon.
As you can see, this night forest here spread along the mountain, and you see that large full moon up there at the top.
Oh, cool.
So you make your way up to the top, and atop the mountain you see a strange half circle of standing stones that form an archway that is about 10 feet wide and 12 feet high. A set of stairs carved into the solid rock leads up to the archway. At the foot of the stairs stands a large half-orc holding a massive axe across his hips. And Thompson goes, "Hey, that's Thanor." And he starts approaching. And you notice as you guys are going up there, Mr. Pants and Potato and the other swarms of cats are following right along with you.
Oh, you decided to join us finally, kitty cats.
So Thompson, can you ask Thanor a question that you think only he would know the answer?
Sure. Thanor, Thanor. And as he goes rushing up, he's all, how you doing, buddy? How's that nugget you found down at that what was the place of that stream you found it at? And you see Thanor, he stands up, and a slow, precise movement as he turns to look at Thompson. What stream are you talking about? And you see a moment later, see a tall, thin, humanoid figure that appears through the archway. This creature is an Encephalon Gorger. It's got the Dark Moon Sybil, and you see it also comes out with an intellect devourer with it. And the Encephalon Gorger, which actually I think I have an image of it too. Stand by.
And what was the name of this scout guy, by the way, that's with us?
Thompson.
Birdie.
Thompson, right.
So that's what an Encephalon Gorger looks like.
Looks hungry. He looks hungry.
As it comes out, it points at you and says, and you see that Thanor, he lifts his huge, massive axe and looks like he's going to swing at Thompson. So at this point, we're going to go into initiative. And, wow, there's not a map again, so we'll just do this in Combat Tracker. All right. With that, Thompson. Let's see. Thompson attacks Thanor, hitting him. All right. You see Mr. Potato. He runs forward and pounces upon the Encephalon Gorger. Got in one bite. And Potato does the same. Ooh, one crit and 2 hits. That brings us to the Encephalon Gorger, who is going to attack Mr. Pants.
I do not see the Gorger in the combat tracker, but
Yeah, I was going to say we're not seeing the enemy.
Okay, thank you.
Here they are. And see them all now.
And mind feed. All right, you got one claw attack. And he hit with his mind feed. Oh boy. The Intellect Devourer, he is going to rush Potato.
Look out, Potato.
And then Thanor. Wow. He's
Mr. Pants
attacking
is looking
Thompson.
bad.
Yeah. 2 attacks. All right, so that brings us to Tila.
Shoot the old.
Nice hit.
Great hit.
Wow.
Sweet.
So that arrow. Oh, that was with the short sword. Okay, so you sneak
Oh,
back.
I'm sorry. I meant to click on short bow. I'm so sorry about that.
Oh, okay, that works. It's the same.
They have the
damage, so-
same damage.
It's the same. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. All right, so you shoot your bow. It streaks out, pierces the throat of the Encephalon Gorger, and you see a stream of blood pouring out of its throat at this point. It's hurt pretty bad. Okay, anything else for you? All right, Wilfred, you're up.
Wilfred is enraged and humiliated from his previous inability to be very effective
Good.
and hates this thing. So I'm going into a rage. I'm going to attack recklessly. And I'm also going to use Frenzy, which lets me do an attack as a bonus action. So I'll get 3 attacks
Nice.
per round. And I rush up there and start swinging at this ugly thing.
Okay.
First attack, that's a miss. Second attack,
Ooh, crit.
that is a crit. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
And that takes down that Encephalon Gorger.
Yes.
All right.
And I have a third attack.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn and swing at that. Well,
Elective hour.
yeah, I'm going to swing at that intellect devour.
Aw,
Or actually,
I thought you were buds.
actually, what I'm going to do with that intellect devour is I'm going to attempt to grapple it.
Okay.
So, yes.
Make an athletics check.
So let's see, abilities. Sorry, skills.
Mm-hmm.
Athletics.
All right. To its contested dexterity, and it fell. So it is now grappled.
Right, it is grappled, which just means it can't move.
Correct.
And that is Wilfred's turn as I shout at the very, very large moon.
Okay, by it being grappled, does that give me advantage on hitting it, or is there any mechanical things I should know about before I go?
Not yet. Right now, it just can't move.
Correct. It isn't restrained. It's just grappled. So.
All right, then I'm going to target the Thanar
Okay.
with
Well, conceivably, that guy will go back to normal if this intellect devour goes away. That's what happened to the other ones, right?
It
yes, he's still under its control right now, so I'm going to go for subdual damage and try to take him out.
Very
Okay.
nice.
Good job.
did. Yeah.
So it looks like 1 miss, 1 did hit. So I'll go ahead and take the higher damage to put on him. All right.
Sorry about that. My mouse was on the wrong.
No worries. All right. So you got 1 hit in. The Thamor is still up though.
And that was subdual damage. Is that what you said, Patrick?
Yep.
Yes, that's what I want to do, knock him out.
All right. So he's still up though. The swarm of cats is going to swarm the intellect devourer. And they miss. All right, Thompson. He attacks and misses. Mr. Potato attacks the Devourer.
Hang in there, Mr. Potato. Oh,
All right. And with that, the Devourer attacks Potato.
uh-oh.
Ooh, Potato is not looking good. Thamar attacks Thompson. Got one hit in. Okay, Tila.
Gonna click the right button this time.
All right.
That's good. Oh.
Oh, ouch. That's a lot of damage. Holy cow, that was a good roll.
Whoa, how did all that happen?
How did all that happen?
Sneak attack.
Damn.
Oh, wait a minute.
Looks like it double fired.
Yeah, it double fired. You had two effects running for your sneak attack.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, I see.
I'll clean this up here. So
You just want to take half.
yeah.
Let's see. It's adding +4. So if we take 38 minus 4, 34, and then half of that, so 17 plus 4 would be
21.
21. That would be half if you wanted to think.
Okay. Alrighty.
That's pretty damn good.
Yep. That it is. Alright, so it's still up. Arrow's sticking up its brain.
I was gonna say, yeah, my button has disappeared here. There.
Alright, Wilfred.
Well, with him being that hurt, I don't need to play grapple tricks. So I let him go from the grapple. And I just whack at him again.
Okay.
Oops, I have to target him, but would that would have been a hit?
Yep, that'll hit.
All right, let me make sure that happens. And now I'll do the damage.
Thank you.
And I'm going to swing at him a second time. Yeah.
Cool. All right. This thing's a pretty bloodied mess.
And I get a third swing because I'm
right.
still frenzied.
Nice. All right, and with that kills off him.
Get out of my head.
And with that, you see Thanor. He's holding his head, shaking. He drops down to the ground, drops his axe, and he's like, "Oh, what in the? Where am I?"
What the hell's going on here, man?
Yell at Thompson not to kill his friend.
Thompson backs. He's backing off after seeing that Thanor is under what happened to him. And Thanor's all, and with that, he looks up and wide-eyed, his head quickly turns to the gateway. Says, "You gotta demolish that gateway before more of these things come through. This lunar eclipse is creating a portal to the moon."
What was that about that rock you found?
Rock.
Some sort of thing you dug up. What was that you were talking about, Thompson?
Thompson's all, "Oh yeah, it was just a gold nugget that he found in a stream a couple years back."
Yeah, can we try to push these stones over?
You can try, yeah. can make an athletics check to see if you could topple him over.
Yeah, I'll jump in and help you with that.
Okay. So whoever's going to do the heavy lifting can do so at advantage if someone's going to help.
I was gonna say maybe you guys should do that. I don't have a very. I'm not very.
Sure, I'll take point on that. I'm pretty strong.
Okay. So just hit the ADV button in the modifier stack down there and make an athletics check. All right. So Wilfred and the rest of your team there, you guys get up on these stone archways and go to push that thing over. You're heaving and hawing, and eventually it gives way. The gateway there, it just crumbles, falls to the ground. And some of the rocks break in half as they collapse.
All right.
And with that, you see Mr. Potato and Mr. Pants. They are sitting in front of you along with all the cats, and they're all meowing in unison. And you see Mr. Potato and Mr. Pants. They have something in their mouths, and they approach and they go to drop it in your hand, Tila.
Okay, I put my hand out. Yeah, what is it?
It's a sparrow. It's got to be a dead sparrow.
You got it. One sparrow.
Okay, is that it?
And the other one comes over and drops a bunch of hairballs in your hand. And there is one
Love
golden amulet that is in the middle of all those hairballs, though.
Sweet.
A golden amulet. Oh, that's great. Golden amulet.
And you look at the face of the amulet, and it's got the image of a golden cat.
Ah, there she blows.
Sweet.
There she blows. Well, do we think we've cut off this evil coming through this gate? I sure hope there wasn't any more of these brain eaters that had gotten around in the woods, but hopefully they've cut off in their source of power.
Cats will take care of them.
So, what are you cats gonna do now? You're gonna go back to Gertrude?
And with that, they stand up and they turn in the direction facing down the mountain as they start slowly walking that way.
Well, lads and lass, I think it was a close one, but I think we've done a good job here. What can we tell? What can we tell from the amulet?
You mean the amulet that's around my neck?
Your amulet, King Kitty.
All right, so you put that amulet on?
Sure, why not?
Okay. And when you put that on, you go from hearing the yowls and the meows from the cats, and you can actually understand them talking now. As these adventures they're pros. Maybe we should ditch Gertrude and become pets of these adventurers, especially our new cat lord.
Cat lord, yes.
Tila, what are you cheering? What are you cheering about, lass?
I told you I was going to be the cat lord. Yeah.
All I heard was a bunch of meows.
I know, but I am the cat lord, and so now I can understand these cats. And they say nuts to Gertrude. They're going to hang out with us from now on. So
You hear this, Bernard? And you thought I was going nuts earlier. He thinks the cats can talk to him. He's really crazy. He's daft.
I'm gonna pick up Potato and sort of, you know, he's still hurt, so I'm gonna sort of protect him until we can get some good rest and he can recuperate.
I think these cats are okay after all.
I'm a dog man myself.
All right. So with that, we will conclude this adventure. So you stopped the invasion of the Encephalon Gorgers from coming across the moon. I kind of did shorten up the module. There's another part where you can actually go through the portal and
Oh, wow.
travel upon the moon itself where they're coming from. But I just streamlined it so we could get it enough in here for closure.
Sure. Well, that was great. That was really great.
Yeah, thanks for running that one.
You're welcome.
Yes, it was lovely. It was a great game.
Yeah.
My fellow players, great job. So
Sorry, I got a little pig-headed there and almost killed us all, but you know, sometimes that pays off.
It's a con game. It's all good.
Yeah.
But I do like this Fantasy Grounds. It's you know, I'd heard about it, but I'd never got a chance to play in it. But it looks seems pretty slick.
Yeah, it is pretty good. And if you want to really dig in and learn a lot more, there is a place called Fantasy Grounds College. They do classes where they will teach you the ins and outs, and they'll show you how to set up spells, and they'll go through all the other little cool things that are kind of buried in it.
Cool. Yeah, all the macro writing and all that kind of stuff. I bet.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, cool. Great. Well, this was a blast. I had a fun time playing with you guys.
Yeah, likewise.
Cool.
Cool.
You guys were a fun group.
Cool. Awesome. Well, so how many more games are you guys going to be playing, fellow players?
I think I'm in a couple more with Keith, in fact. So Keith,
Oh.
if I were too annoying this time, don't take it out on me next time. I'll be better. But yeah, I'm trying to load up.
Cool. You were good.
I'm in 9 more games.
Holy moly!
9 more games. Wow, you are hitting it hard.
Nice.
I got like a 2-hour break in between 4-hour games. So, you know, it's like got the next 3 days off. So I might as well wind up getting my feel. And maybe by the end of it, I'll know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you definitely will. Yeah, I've got 2 games tomorrow and 2 games on Saturday, which is a pretty good pace. When I went to Gary Con last year, I super loaded it up end to end, and I was getting pretty fuzzy by the end. So, but yeah, so far so good. This is great.
Nice.
All righty. Well, thanks so much, and I hope to see you guys around virtual Gary Con.
There we go. All right.
Awesome.
Take care, everyone.
You guys take care.
All right.
Safe journeys, guys.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.